Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How are y'all? So, we are going to be talking about how men should provide from the start. Some of y'all always asking me, well, when should I expect a man to be paying on, giving me money or giving me money to shop or paying for things or da 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 from day one? I mean, this is how you know that you've chosen the right type of man to date, when you already know that they are providers before you even agree on a date, before you even give them your phone number. They should have already purchased you something, a drink, some type of food if you're at an establishment where they're serving appetizers or something. They should have offered you something to impress you and to let you know that they are providers. Otherwise, they're trying to take your time, your energy, your phone number, and a date without giving you anything in return for all your effort, your time, how much time you put into your looks, your schedule, etc. So if a man is not spending from the start, he's probably not generous and less likely to be a provider. Because let me tell y'all, when I was younger, men would start off straight from the start talking about how they can give you this, how they can give you that. And then they would prove it by buying you drinks and all of your friend drinks at the bar, paying for your food if you were at a bar restaurant, taking you to the next place, like meeting you there and paying your way in if it was if there was a cover charge or something. This is what men used to do back in the day. And they are still able to do it now. There's just too many pygmies out there doing things for free or not expecting it or not even thinking that they're worth it. So this is why like a major shift has occurred to where women are now knowing their worth and not allowing anybody to waste their time anymore if they're not providing. Okay. And it's sad that a lot of people did not learn that when they were, younger, but it's never too late never too late to learn how valuable you are and to spread that message and to not settle for less. Period. Okay. Y'all like the wig? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I was going for a little retro vibe look today. Okay, Semi Raw, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. And Baby Blue, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What is a feminine way to pass wind in bed? Can't hold, girl. Get up and go to the bathroom. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how. Y'all asking me dumb questions, or get up and go to the bathroom, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or wait till he fall asleep, girl. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Semi Rod, thank you again, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. You're so generous. Thank you. Thank you for getting your elixir, Malik. I appreciate that. So, I gotta fluff this up because it could be giving like 60s, 90s. We don't even know. So, what we're saying is, if men don't start from the beginning providing, that most likely they're not. Oh, thank you, Miss Miss Mia Moore. I appreciate you. She's saying some money. Thank you, Milagro. Appreciate that. Planty Lady, sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. You told this Dusty at work he couldn't have my number 2 times. He snuck my number off the board. I sent Gum. You sent Gum a 50-cent Apple Pay request. Oh, you sent him a 50 Apple. Good for you, ma'am, because you can't. They shouldn't be trying to take your number for free. Like, I'm not going to answer it. Come on now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Thank you. Is it bad to give a man a gift if he hasn't given you anything and if he's not gifting you way more. You never give a man a gift unless he's gifted you way, way more. And whatever the gift is, it should not be worth more or equal to whatever he's got you. So if he paid $100 for something for you, his gift should be $10. And it should definitely be a holiday. If you're young and your boyfriend is young and y'all are still in that lovey-dovey mode and oh, I don't care if he pays bills or not. If you're still young and not about the lifestyle, then, I'm not really giving advice to y'all. Y'all have to learn and grow and be about the lifestyle versus trying to make a relationship work and go 50-50 and stuff. I'm not about that. I'm about living your best life and being with a provider man. So if you want to gift him, make sure the gift is way less valuable, because that's not why you're there. You're not there to give. You're there to receive. Any advice besides taking a day off? Working a 9 to 5 takes a lot of my schedule. Always needs to wait until the weekend. I'm losing my patience. Okay, sprinkle. When you're trying to seriously accomplish something in life, you got to choose. You got to choose. You got to say, do I want to find me a rich sugar daddy to take care of me so I don't have to work a 9 to 5 anymore? Or do I struggle at this 9 to 5 trying to sneak time in between and find a man? This wig is like wigging. So I'm telling you, when I met James, my husband, I was not working no 9 to 5. In fact, I was volunteering and getting ready to go to volunteer at an old place that I used to work, but I had plenty of time to be out and about. I didn't have to rush home. I didn't have to do anything. I was free. Now, if you don't have time, you have to make time. This is what I'm saying. You got to make time. You got to get all your personal days. You got to schedule off. You got to go out when the people that actually have money are out and about. If you're so busy working, how are you going to meet the people that's not so busy working and who have money to live a life of leisure? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pick one. You gotta sacrifice some time. How to work around old men who seem to be in competition, smart mouth, or bring up sex happens during happy hour. Because they're drunk, just go on to their friend who looks like they have more money. Just show disinterest and say, excuse me, and walk over to the next person. Because if you're uncomfortable with the situation, happy hour is the type of place where if you're not on a date and you're just walking around and having casual conversation with, whoever, then you're able to just walk on to the next person or excuse yourself. But if you're there on a date, laugh as if it's a joke and then you change the subject. Okay. He said, what men, hold on, men used to buy us jewelry, cars, clothes, no question. Exactly. And they still do. It's just y'all are dealing with the wrong ones. Sprinkle. Y'all dealing with the wrong one. A pastor wants to fly me out where he's at. He owns a mega church. Should I accept? I mean, as long as he's giving you the building fund, ma'am. Sprinkle. How to level up after being too emotional and putting all your eggs in the wrong basket. Don't do it again and have several at the same time. Stop dating one man at one man at a time. That's how you get more than one, bam. Date several men at the same time. Don't fall in love. Don't become over emotional and get your money. Have a focus. Have some focus when you're dating. Make a goal. Okay, I'm going to be dating, let's say you're going to be dating 3 men. Your goal is to pay for nothing, to get a couple of bills paid, or to get some money to stack, save, or start a business. That's your goal. Nothing else. No marriage, no commitment, nothing. The only commitment you need is that direct deposit commitment. Okay. And the rest will fall in line. When a man invests in you, that's when he stays longer. And you receive and you're going to get what you want. Okay. Tatiana, you need advice on asking your husband to add you as an authorized user on his bank account without giving him access to mine. I used to handle everything myself. How should I approach this conversation? Recovering Bob the Builder. Okay. Well, the better approach is asking him for a certain amount of money a month to put into your bank account on direct deposit. That way he feels like you don't need to enter his account and he doesn't need to enter yours. But if he has you on a direct deposit where he automatically gives you money every month, you shouldn't really need his. So try to get on the direct deposit, because if you do that, he might want access to yours, especially if you used to be a barber the builder. Okay. All right. You say your husband losing interest in you. Then go find another man on the side, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can do it too. Go get a side dude. Shoot, that's what they do. But oh, Russell, sprinkle, sprinkle. Russell in the house. He said, "Get that allowance, girl." I know. Your husband should give you an allowance or a certain amount of money every month or every week or how often you need it. Otherwise, you can go get it from somewhere else. So it better be him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your tips are great. A guy you're talking to is disrespectful to have another man buy you drinks. I said, then send me money so I don't have to. Cash App was sent. Ha ha ha. That's right, Planty lady. Say, if you're not supplying it, someone else will. So you should supply it. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now I don't have to depend on any man who's walking up to me and, sees my glass empty to offer to buy me a drink. At least I have drink money from my man. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all go subscribe to Russell. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you like this hair? Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Russell likes my hair today. Your husband gives you money every week and pays all the bills. Good for you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said men should not entertain women unless they are spending. That's true, because our time is very valuable. Men's time is very valuable too, which is why when they choose to date you and date a woman that they like, that they're interested in, that they're attracted to, they need to be ready to spend and impress. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it wrong to move on to the next within a week? I always get someone better, but I'm scared to carry the trauma from the past. Like, what trauma? What your goal should have just been honestly, when that relationship is over, it's over. It's over. It's literally over. Close the door on it. Don't repeat. Date a totally different type of man and have totally different standards that are not going to cause you trauma. Okay. And stop expecting so much of men and start expecting more of what you are trying to achieve for yourself in that relationship. So for example, if you're trying to achieve controlling your emotions, focusing on yourself, making your own business, or, not dating just one person, then that's your focus. It shouldn't be that man. If that man really likes you and you really like him, then, natural things will occur to happen to allow you to be able to let all that trauma go. Okay. You plan to sit in an expensive hotel lobby downtown with your little journal. When is the best date and time you suggest to call out? Honestly, I never suggest going to a hotel unless you want men that are traveling through. Okay. I would suggest a nice happy hour or a bar where they serve food next to a really nice office building after work, or someplace during the day. I mean, sitting in a hotel lobby with a journal downtown sounds like call girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Russell, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A man spending is an investment in a woman 100%. Yeah, because women stick around longer when men spend. So he gets more out of it, especially if she starts to like him. She's like, you know what? I like him. He tries to impress me. He likes me. He's spending money on me. He must really like me. And then just by knowing that he's not, trying to get something for free, that he's not trying to, waste your time, that he's not trying to play games and be the feminine one in the relationship, you start to respect him a little bit more. And when you respect a man a little bit more, you kind of let your guard down a little bit to where you can get to know that person and they can get to know you. But when you don't really respect people and you're like, you know what angle are you coming from? Then your guard is up and you not even showing the best parts of your personality or getting to know that person until they let you know they're serious. And a serious man will invest. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, just you said Russell is amazing. Yes, Russell be sprinkling over here. Thank you, Russell. Sprinkle. Y'all go subscribe to him. Y'all follow him on Instagram. Is what Mr. Russell Hartley on Instagram? Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all might see me sharing some of his reels on Instagram from time to time. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said do another collab. Perhaps. We shall see. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm kind of busy this week. And next week, because y'all know summertime, kids, teenagers actually. Am I delusional or should be taking me out for first date was just told coffee? Girl, I'm not going. No. The only reason why men take you to coffee is because they think you ugly. If you met him online, that's why he's taking you to coffee, because he don't know what you really look like for real with all them filters and stuff. You're 21 and your man is 39. He has money and a nice car, but always claiming to be broke. I flew to see him, and the plan was to get married for me to stay in the US. Now he wants to take things slow. What should I do? Get a piece of paper and say, okay, first of all, he's 39. You're 21. He thinks you're probably too young to want to get married, and you're only marrying him for the citizenship. And he's probably too young to get married and doesn't want to settle down yet. So he tricked you. You got tricked into coming to visit him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would get on the next plane out of there and leave. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I wouldn't even spend the night. I wouldn't even be there for any more time. I'd be like, okay, well, I gotta go. See you later. Thanks for the drink or whatever. I gotta go. Bye. I would be on the next plane, or at least pretend I was on the next plane. But I'd go do something else. But I would not stay with him. Wouldn't talk to him no more unless he's serious about what he said he was serious about. Okay, be gone. Don't entertain that. You got to mean business when you say what you say. Okay. It's like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta go back to where I just flew out of. You're not serious, so bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm. Okay, so I think a lot of men don't realize, like Baby Blue, yes, a lot of men don't realize that women don't respect them right off the bat. Okay, let me tell y'all why. And it doesn't matter if they respect us or not. Like, I mean, it matters, but I'm just giving the perspective here. A lot of women have their guards up when it comes to men because so many men out there are a certain way. And I'm sure men have the same problem, but women have to respect you first before they even like you. That's number one. A woman has to respect you before they even like you. A woman can go on a whole date with you, eat and drink with you, and still not like you or respect you. Okay? When a woman respects you, that opens the door for her to like you. Okay? And a lot of these guys are running around here doing everything backwards. They're trying to get a woman to like them, to like how they look, to like, their compliments. But if you are not respected as a man, that woman doesn't even like you yet. She has the side eye for you. She's like, so she's not even liking you. That's why a lot of times women go straight for the money. They're like, what can you do for me? Because I already know I don't respect you and I don't even like you. So what kind of money you got? That's why women start off with money, because they don't respect a lot of men these days, because no man is approaching them the correct way and providing from the start. How to get a new man to provide when you're trying to replace the other provider quickly. Expect to be provided for. Act like you've always been provided for. And, say, oh, well, thank you for treating today. Or thank you. I sure need my bills paid this week. I'm glad I got a man like you that's going to step up to the plate. Tell him what you think he's going to do and see if he actually does it. Y'all, this here is bugging me. Hold on, I got to fix it. Okay. Just assume that he's going to pay and joke around like he's going to pay, and maybe he will. Otherwise, he's going to just have to tell you no, and then you'll know that you're wasting time. You could just move on to the next one. Okay. He wants to call me his girlfriend and pays for spa, nails, etc. But how do I negotiate my bills? I will not be his girlfriend unless he pays. Okay, tell him, that's so sweet that you think of me as your girlfriend, but my definition of a girlfriend is someone whose man pays all of their bills and they don't really want for anything. That's when you can call me girlfriend. But until then, I'm no. Oh, please explain Dusty to me. You're new. What does Dusty mean? It means a man who does not have money to spend, who wants you to pay, who goes 50-50 on dates or bills, like wants you to pay half. They're always trying to get more than they give. They have bad jobs. They're losers, basically. Just basic losers that are trying to date women outside of their means. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He's dusty. He looks dirty like a bum, ashy, dirty, needs lotion, bummish, doesn't have his looks together, like as far as looking like he has money. Just ragtag. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, hold on. Let me go back and read what I've missed. Russell. Thank you, Russell. Songs will. Okay, your husband is kind of disrespectful to me. How should I act when he is arguing with him? Girl, ignore him and just get his money and go shopping online. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you said your US visa is ready soon. I can't lose it. Then just ignore him. Get you some earbuds and put your hair over your ears and put your favorite music on and just watch his lips flap. Girl, I'm not listening to no man. That's disrespectful. I'm listening to whoever's in the earbuds. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to get a new man to provide when you're trying to replace the other. Okay, I read that. Go get you some earbuds and put your hair over your ear and watch his lips flap. Because I really wouldn't be listening. I'm here for I'm not here for you. I'm not here for your opinion. I'm here for this visa. And that about it. So, and then, you can make yourself laugh, because if he keeps talking and your earbuds are in your ear, his mouth might start lining up with the lyrics, and it might start looking like he rapping or something. And then you can have a little chuckle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's right. Why do y'all ask the same question every video? When a man ghosts you, he can't come back unless he paying. Cash App. Your response to his text is Cash App with the amount that you want. Otherwise, you can't talk to him no more. Okay? You don't come back for free. Okay. Say money talks. If you want to talk to me, send some money. You notice men looking at you, but they don't approach. How should I appear more approachable? Okay. Now, normally I say you gotta, look good. Make sure you don't look like you don't belong wherever you're at, stuff like that. Lately, okay, I'm gonna tell you in a second. Your sister and I always have men asking, can I buy you a drink? Would we respond instead of paying $30 on a drink? Can you buy us this and show him our shopping cart on She? No, girl, take the drink because it leads to more. It gets them drunk enough and say, only if you have a drink with me, only if you do a shot with me. Get him drunk and then open the cart. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Got to get him drunk first. Anyway, so to answer the question before that, how to get men to approach. Okay. I got a scary story. Sprinkle, sprinkle, get you some whole cosmetics, secret weapon, pheromones. Link is in the description bar. And I also have a coupon code now so y'all can save some money. This stuff, I'm telling you, James is acting crazy. Okay. I had to get up and wipe this stuff off because he kept following me around, talking to me, trying to buy me stuff. And I mean, that's a good thing, but like enough is enough. Okay. This spray is called finesse spray. It like attracts people to want to talk to you. I'm not even lying. Okay. Every time I wear this stuff, people just want to talk my ear off. And I'm not a talkative person. I don't look approachable when I'm out and about most of the time. And they just trying to talk to me. And so does James. And James does not talk like that much. Okay. So get you some finesse. Oh, shoot, I sprayed it on. Forgot. I was supposed to be wiping it off because he will literally be standing over me, waiting for me to wake up because he wake up early because he old. He will literally stand over me until I'm waking up. It looked crazy. I have to stop wearing that stuff. Okay, only when I want something. Try that. Try the pheromones and the finesse spray next time you go out and see. Don't you get approached? I promise you. I promise you. And then also the other day I was out and about and and I know I don't look like no supermodel, but I was out and about and we were walking. Me and my daughter were walking and she went to go get a boba or whatever. And I was walking by myself and like this group of men just came out of this restaurant and say, come on in, and they were like trying to get me to come into the restaurant. I'm like, I just ate. I'm not hungry. And I was like, I got to wipe this stuff off because it works too good. Get this stuff I'm trying to tell you. I wouldn't even lie to you like this. Okay. It's crazy. Okay. Some men say I look young at bars. Does this stop them from approaching? I prefer pretty flower. Yeah, that makes you look young and it makes them look weird. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going out at night and a floral dress is meant for the daytime and you look like a little student, no. You're gonna have to date young guys or guys your own age or younger if you're looking like that. Okay, because they don't want to look crazy. Not in this climate. Okay, so you got to look a little bit more mature. Thanks for tonight. Live Sprinkle Sprinkle needed to end this week with a picnic. Thank you, Ellie. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Took your advice and got 3 provider boyfriends to balance out my crazy Pisces emotions. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Sarah. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Now you know how to do it, ma'am. Never go back unless you find one that can handle all your emotions and your bills. Okay. If you can't find one to handle your emotion and your bills, keep a couple. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said your family spoils you a lot. Should you tell your provider? What? Oh, wait, hold on. Should you tell men that are purchasing? No, you never tell Tell men that you've always had the best. You like this, you like that. And that way you can weed out the ones that don't have money. Okay. It's like, oh, I love this or I love that. But don't make it so bad that they can't impress you. So sometimes you got to play ignorant. And it's like, oh, I've never been there. Oh, I've never experienced that. But I do like such and such. So it's like you have experienced nice things. You do come from, you know, wealth, and you are a little spoiled, but they can still impress you. So you have to find that balance. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, I'm trying to fix this wig. It keeps falling back down. I need some hairspray. There you go. Thank you. The link is in the description bar. It's called Ho Cosmetics. It's spelled like the French word ho. Heaux. Ho. See if I can find. Yeah, I was just trying to find a little pamphlet. Yeah. I also have the purse version of the Finesse spray. They come in small bottles too that you can carry. And use my coupon code to save some money because, I always save money. Spend his, save yours. But this, I'm telling you, it works. I have to wipe it off. I can't remember. I can't forget to do that because people, are acting weird. Oh, Vindicta, sprinkle, sprinkle. What if he thinks I'm weak if I let him disrespect me? Honestly, if you're trying to get something out of it and you get it by allowing them to disrespect you and you don't care about their opinion, you don't listen to them, you're out for your goal to get what you get, it doesn't matter. Think about those people that work at the call center who get cussed out every day. All they're trying to do is get the debt paid or to get the person to make a payment. They don't care what you call them. That's their job. They go home with their paycheck and on to the next. If you don't look at him as if that's your man or if that's a person that you like or respect and you don't value their opinion, they can't disrespect you unless you believe the disrespect. So every day or every time I go live, I get lots of disrespect from dusty bums in here, but their opinion, it doesn't matter to me. I just like how they make my algorithm go up and bring me more money. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get into that mindset. What's your goal? What's your goal? And when you reach your goal, you can leave at any time. Once you reach your goal, you can leave and you don't have to take the disrespect anymore. But don't leave without reaching your goal. Okay? Because you can disrespect them right back after you reach your goal. Worse than what they did for you. Okay? Okay. Oh, yeah, wholecosmetics.com. Look in the description bar. It's there. And it also has a coupon code, y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get it, y'all. Let me see if I can find y'all I'm going to find y'all the whole links. I'm going to put it in the comments, y'all, okay? If it'll fit. All right, there it goes. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't know if it's going to work. Hold on. Let me space it out a little bit. I don't know if it's working like on that level. Okay. I'm going to put the discount code after it. The discount code is Shera, all caps. So there you go. Get it. Anyway, you said your man don't respect you for. Why do y'all care about your man respecting you? Do you respect his money? Get his money. Who cares if he respects you? What do you do to be so respected? Do you save lives every day? Do you cook and clean? Because if you're doing the most and not getting respect and the man don't respect you because he's paying your bills, I don't care because I don't respect him either. I just respect his money. Okay? You got to draw the line somewhere. Do you respect his money or do you respect him? Nobody cares. Like, respect his money. Get his money. Save it. Stack it. Start a business. And then leave. Any tips on attracting older provider at the gym? You go to an upscale gym, you need to take advantage. Yeah, go early in the morning. That's when all the rich old people go. Early, like not 9, not 10, early, like 6, 7. Okay, before 8 o'clock, go to that gym. You gonna see, sprinkle, sprinkle. Most men that have a lot of money, especially the old ones, they wake up early. The old ones, and go to the gym on the rich side of town. Yeah, you got a nice gym. Go early, early. You go. You lied and he said he had birthday gifts but never gave them. How would you react? By not responding to him anymore? Okay. He wouldn't hear from me until the next birthday, and he better have gifts. He wouldn't hear from me until those gifts were on my doorstep or in his hands, trying to give them to me, or in a cash app. He wouldn't hear from me again. I'm not getting ready to play no game like that. Oh, they sprinkle, sprinkle. Thoughts on freestyling, but taking bus to go to wealthy town with heels and dolled up. I don't know where you live, because like if you live in a walkable city or a city that uses lots of public transportation and that's the norm, then I think it's okay. But if that's not the norm, I would not go do all that. I would find a way to meet someone that lived close by and then to pay for me to go and do what I need to do. Okay. Girl, you ain't got no work husband or anything like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm, you ain't got no work husband to give you a few dollars, let you borrow their car, somebody. Okay. I couldn't do it where I live. Like back in the day, we live in Texas. There's a lot of land here. You can't be, unless you're only trying to go a few blocks. In some rich neighborhoods, because I don't know where you live, like I said, some rich neighborhoods, they don't have no bus stop. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why are y'all telling me all y'all's problems about y'all's man? If Are they giving you money? Are you stacking it? Do you have several? Then what's your problem? Oh, you girl, Jay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. If you don't have several men, if you're not stacking the money that they giving you, and you worried about how they treating you, what they think about you, and da 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 da, da, you're not focused on the right goal. If you're in a relationship with a man and he's doing that to you, he don't even like you. He don't like you. So why are you asking about him? Just ask about his money. Because here's the deal. If a man is treating you like that and you're only there for his money, he don't like you and you don't like him. You like his money. He likes your looks. That's about it. All right. So stop losing focus. A lot of women know that they're arm candy. A lot of women know that their men don't respect them because that man knows that you're only there for his money. So get his money and go out with the other one that likes you a little bit more while he's busy. Y'all be thinking too much. I'm like, okay, well, he treated me like that. He must not like me. Let me go call the other one. But let me collect these funds first because I don't like him either, but I do like his funds. That's what you need to be thinking. Okay. Y'all are combining too much together when that man don't even like you. Oh, got his wall ready in the house, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, he didn't open the door when you went to surprise him. You think it was another woman, but I want money still. What to do? Okay, first of all, if you're gonna surprise someone, they need to know that this. Oh, I don't like. Is he a sugar daddy or a boyfriend? It just all depends. I'm still getting the money though. I'll go surprise somebody else and go get his money later. I really wouldn't be popping up over nobody's house unless I'm like in a committed relationship, and it's okay to do that. Oh, Alina, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Why should I pay? I want my girlfriend to be independent as a female. You shouldn't pay because you don't like her. And you don't pay when you don't like a woman. And it allows her to go find another one that likes her more, who will pay. So just by not paying and wanting your woman to be independent tells me you're not looking for a commitment. You want a woman to stand next to you, look good next to you, raise your status up, but you don't have to come out of pocket. So that's telling me that you don't have the money to date the type of women that you want. And you don't even want a commitment with one. So what it tells me is that you're a waste of time. And therefore, we don't care what you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go do that with somebody dumb. Go do that with someone dumb and wants to waste time with you and understands that you don't like them. Go do that with them. It doesn't matter if you're rich. If you're not paying, then you're not staying. Period. Okay. Sorry. Rules are rules. Okay. Your boyfriend says I don't put enough effort as he does. Tell him, you see this makeup on my face? You see this wig? You see this contour right here? What you call that? That's effort, ma'am. You see this makeup? You see the skin? You see these nails? She's talking about effort. I bet you couldn't do all of this. Goodbye. All right. You can't even color within the lines in the coloring book. Goodbye. All right. You say he keeps calling you his woman, but you tell him you're not exclusive, told him not to contact me after that. Good for you. You broke up with him, but he still send me money. The things is I got feelings. What can I do? Date another guy at the same time and see which feelings grow and which bank account is giving you the most money. And that's where you go. Feelings don't matter if bank accounts can't, if your bank account can't grow with a certain man, go where the money is, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all every time. Go where the money is. If you like them, added bonus. Don't sit out there and struggle with somebody. Go where the money is, and you can still date more than one. What color is my lipstick? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked. It is called Savoy by Besame. It's the Ella Fitzgerald collection. It's a vintage color that Ella Fitzgerald used to wear, or similar color. I think she wore it when she was at the Apollo performing. And I also am wearing the Ella Fitzgerald eyeshadow quad by Besame. It's really pretty. I'm going to probably post something on Instagram later. That's why I'm wearing this wig. I'm trying to get the vintage feel. But yes, it's a really pretty color. So that Besame Cosmetics also makes vintage color makeup, and their theme is very vintage. So go check them out. They have the lipstick from all different decades, 20s, 40s, 30s. They have the Marilyn Monroe lipstick and all of that kind of stuff too. Thank you. What do I think of giving gifts to men? Is it their birthday? Are you dressed in a Santa Claus suit? Is it Christmas? Did you buy the gift at the Dollar Tree, Target, Walmart, Amazon? Where you buy it from? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said our presence is a gift to them. Why do women feel the need to buy men gifts? Are these men asking you for gifts? Do you feel like you're supposed to give them gifts? They're supposed to be trying to impress you. If it's not their birthday and it's not Christmas and you're not spending a ton of money on them, you're spending like 10% of what they spent on you. Then if it's a holiday, then great. But you don't be gifting people all the time. And that's crazy. You're just buying their attention or buying them stuff so they can like you more. You don't do that. They're supposed to already like you more. Okay. It's weird when a woman buys a nice, expensive gift for a man. It's weird. It's like, okay, you don't think I like you enough, so you're trying to buy me. Okay, great. Yes, you don't have high self-esteem. So I don't feel like when you buy a man stuff that's expensive, it lowers your worth, I think. I definitely think it. Do you think you should stop stripping and date for the money? If you like stripping, then why stop? But I mean, there's lots of women who don't strip and still getting this money. Sprinkle, sprinkle from men. You just got to find the right one. Okay, Shira, most of the money in your account is thanks to your advice. Thank you. I have been doing better with emotional control, but I still snap sometimes. Do you know how I can become consistent? Yeah, you have to just practice, 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 practice. And not everyone is perfect. You're going to slip up every now and then. So either blame it on some alcohol or blame it on that time of the month and then just apologize quickly after and get back to, you know, your control. Okay, Nunya, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. And if you snap, make sure it's someone that really likes you so that you know that they're going to forgive you. Don't snap on new people that don't know you and think gonna think you crazy for snapping. Like, don't snap on people that don't know you. So you think if there's barely hope by finding someone on the weekend versus weekdays? I think you can find someone if you look good and you're in the right place at the right time. Because think about this. What type of man are you looking for? Because the times that you're going out are the times that the same type of people who work 9 to 5, who are in the same tax bracket as you and going to the same type of places are going out. You know what I'm saying? And those are date nights. The weekend is date nights or club nights. So you're going to be out with a bunch of people on dates, freestyling. It's going to be hard to attract someone because people are on dates. Or you're going to be in the club with a bunch of people that's your same age, your same tax bracket, or most likely, So that's why I'm saying you have to make time. Like, it's a lifestyle. People don't just, I mean, you can get lucky and you can possibly meet somebody. I'm not saying that you can't. But if you want your chances to increase, you got to meet people during the times where the rich people are actually out and about. Okay? Your chances increase. So think about this. You can work 5 days a week and only go out on the weekends. That's only 2 days a week to find rich people that are hanging out at night with the working crowd. That's going to be hard. Or you got 5 days a week during the daytime. Go get out on your lunch break. Get up early in the morning before you work and go to the gym early on the rich side of town. Go to happy hour after work on the rich side of town. But you got to make it work. You've got to find a way. You need to take some personal days off, make some fake doctor's appointments, but you have to increase your chances, or else you're just going to be out with the people that do the same thing or making the same type of money you're making, or out with a bunch of people that are already on dates. You got to make the effort. Like, you just got to do it. Maybe your vacation days or something. If you don't have vacation days, sick days, or go out on your lunch break. Okay. If that man doesn't forgive you for overreacting, he don't like you anyway, and you're not wife material to him anyway. Because let me tell you, when a man really likes you and he thinks you're wife material, even if you overreact, he's still gonna want you. Okay? So you can come back from it if he really likes you. If he really doesn't like you, you can't come back from it. Like literally, I can cuss my husband out and say the worst things and he'll forgive me within 5 minutes. Okay. Because he really likes me. Why? Because he know I'm crazy already. And he's accepted that about me. And a lot of times men think if you don't argue with them or cuss them out every once in a while, you don't care about them no more. So, if he's not willing to fight for you and take you back and treat you good, you're not for him anyway. He don't see you as no wife. Okay? You said how to tell if he's a provider if there isn't a drink. If he offers you something. He got to offer you something to go somewhere, to go a different venue that costs money, to buy you something, but if he doesn't have the money to spend right then and there, and he's just talking about the future, that does not count. So he's supposed to offer you something and take you to go get it soon. Like, I tell the story sometimes. Okay, so after I met James and he bought me a drink, and then he's like, "Oh, I want to go somewhere else with you tonight. Like, where should we go?" And like, I was like, "Okay, we could go to karaoke or listen to some live music or something, right?" And when we were like, because we had to park the car and walk up to the live music place. While we were walking, it was like maybe a 3-minute walk. He was like, "Oh, do you want anything? There's a store right there. This is that. There's a nail shop right there. Do you want to go get your nails done?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to go get my nails done. That nail shop looked like it's about to close, and I'm trying to go get my drink on." Sprinkle, sprinkle. So like he was just literally offering me things when there wasn't anything to offer me, So they're always going to just offer you things whenever they get around something that they can actually provide for you, Even if it's online, like get on your phone and start looking at something that you want to buy and see if they offer to pay for it. Now that y'all have smartphones, there you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to keep multiple men at once if one that likes me and I like all know each other. Why would they all know each other? That's kind of weird. Have more than one that don't know each other. Okay, start over, man. Or keep one and let the other ones go. Keep the richest one and let the other ones go and go date guys that they don't know. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you still want his money, then have 2 more on the side. Because if he don't want to give you his money, then he's not. If he doesn't see you as wife and wants to give you his money after you messed up, then you have 2 more. So go get 2 more. That is my solution. Go get 2 more, and if he wants you, he'll make sure that you know by giving you money and continuing to see you. Yeah. I'm live. Hey. Okay. You said dating homies is diabolical. I've done worse. Anyway. Brothers. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He smell that perfume and stuff. Yeah. I try to wipe it off. So he takes you out on dates, buy you flower, never spend money on you, or never offered. You have to talk, you have to ask, you have to insinuate, you have to drop hints and clues. Okay. He's trying to romance you. Tell him your love language is gifts, ma'am. Gifts and bills paid. Financial gifts and regular gifts. That's my love language. Just romance stuff. I mean, that's nice too, but I need some money too. Okay. You said brothers. Girl, I was a teenager. Shoot. What you gonna do? Spark, spark. I was young and dumb. It wasn't my fault. I wasn't the aggressor. Well, okay. What to expect from a 41-year-old? Nothing. Forever 21 shop is free. I mean, it depends on what his career is, I guess. Does he have a good career? If his career is good, then maybe he can pay a few bills, like a car note, put a couple of stacks in your hand. I don't know. It just depends on what his career is. You can't expect marriage. Sounds too young for marriage or to be serious about any type of marriage. Somebody said drama. Somebody who still thinks he's 25. Mm, But you could use that to your advantage. Just put him under shop forever. Put him under mall date. Forever 21 shopping spree partner. I don't know. Put him under whatever bill he's going to pay for you. But if he does have his stuff together, if he has money, he might entertain you for a while, but I wouldn't take him serious for marriage. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wait, you messed up for showing up. He's 43, I'm 28, but he did call me disrespectful for it. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just going to have several, so I don't have to worry about one. You need to have like a couple of them. That way, when one is not working in your favor, the other ones are. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just saying get other guys that have money and that are more respectful. Because I don't know the story. Why do men think that they're not supposed to give you money? Because they can't give what they don't have. And they don't think that your time is valuable. That way, okay, here's my thing. If a man is not offering to provide or do something to impress you financially or anything, they don't respect you or your time and they don't even like you. Okay? They're confusing manhood with boyhood. All right? A man who wants to impress a woman gets her attention quick and fast by showing that he's a provider. A boy that wants to play games with you will play games with you. Either way, your time is valuable and you choose who you give it to. All right? So it doesn't matter what they think they're supposed to do. You're either dealing with a boy or you're dealing with a man. Okay? Dismiss the boys and continue to attract the men. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like, oh, you're a boy. I'm so sorry. No, this will not be working out. I expect a provider type, and I don't think that's what you are. So, it's nice to meet you, but I don't think this is going to work out. Goodbye. Nobody cares. Go on to the next. Go find you someone who likes boys. Yeah. What type of man sends his own self candles with a note to himself? It depends on what candles. I don't know. You know what kind of man do that? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why are you even asking me? All right, you just take 3 guesses, okay? He, you found what? A guy lied about his age? I mean, most people lie about their age. I don't think that's a huge deal, unless it's like by 20 years. You said, what's the best revenge? Your money? Getting more money? Getting a man with more money? Sprinkle, sprinkle. How much do the of the pheromone spray do I wear? Like 2 or 3 sprays on my. Okay, this is where I put it: behind my ear, on my neck, on my throat, in my hair, on my wrists, and then I put the roll-on pheromone under it at the same places. So, like when you speak, your voice vibrates. So if you put the pheromone and the spray right here on your throat, it's like sending out waves. You put it in your hair when your hair move, your wig move, it's going everywhere. Okay. Put it on your pulse points behind your ear. And that's how much I use. And it works. You said, what's the best revenge? Your paper. Duh. I thought Beyonce told y'all, best revenge is your paper. Okay. Yes, leveling up out of their league to where they can't even date you anymore, and that you're only able to date guys that have more money. That's the best revenge. Leveling up out of their league and dating men with more money and getting more money. That's the best revenge any woman could ever have. Focusing on herself. Okay. Yeah. Anytime you are seeking revenge on a man means you're still thinking about him. You're still not over him. You're still stuck thinking about a man who's not thinking about you. And you'll never get revenge as long as you keep thinking about him. The best thing to do is think about yourself and getting your paper and improving yourself and getting a better man or a life, getting a better life and just moving on. Because nobody cares about, if they left, they don't care no more. I'll just be on to the next and doing better. It's like a car. When you get a car, each car is supposed to get better, not worse. Okay. Every time you upgrade your vehicle, upgrade. You got to upgrade. So keep upgrading. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't go backwards in life. Your boyfriend wants you to cut his grass. What? Are you a man? Is this a gay relationship? If not, ma'am, sit down. Sit down and laugh and act like he's crazy for asking you such stupid things. Somebody said he hates you. Girl, if a man asks me to cut some grass, I'll take some scissors and one blade of grass and cut it. There you go. Now pay me. I'm not getting ready to cut no man's grass. Do you look like a man? Maybe he's confused. I don't know, but I definitely wouldn't do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, she sprinkle, sprinkle. You're trying to get your bills paid from one guy. I told him you're being harassed at work and he's calling tomorrow. Should I cry and say I need to quit? Help. Tell him don't call because you'll make it work. No, tell him not to call up there because he'll make it worse. And cry. Yeah. Yeah, tell him you might need to quit. Anyway. And then go on and talk about how you feel so safe with him and how he cared so much and you appreciate him so much and you just need somebody to talk to about it and you don't know what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-mm. This spray doesn't smell like anything. The pheromones don't smell like anything. It smells like fresh flesh. I don't know. It don't smell like nothing. That's the weird thing. But it works. I'm trying to tell you. You thought Shira had a guest? Yes. This wig is the guest. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, men should provide from the start. Do you have any money in your wallet? Do you need some money? Are you okay? Are you hungry? Like, those are the words guys used to say. And I'm not talking about men your own age. Okay, I'm talking about older guys. I'm talking about older guys with money. I'm not talking about them guys y'all meeting online or at the club or wherever. I'm talking about older men with money. They care about your well-being and they want to impress you. So, for example, okay, so let me go back in time to where when I was like 19, 20, 21. The age of guys that would approach me with trying to provide were in their 40s. Okay. Late 40s, early 50s. Okay. So when I was 19 through 22, men who were trying to give me money, pay for things, pay for like all that kind of stuff, but were between the ages of 40 and 50. That was my sweet spot. Okay. Um, so that was the age. Most of the men were over 45 that was trying to give me, the most money. And at that age, guys still look good, so it wasn't a big deal. And that's it. So they weren't the guys my own age. They weren't the 20-somethings. They weren't none of those. Unless they were rich. But they weren't trying to stick around very long. They just wanted to give you what you wanted right then and there or whatever. So the older ones are going to give you money much longer. Okay. You said men with seasoning. That's right. What if they impress you at the beginning, but then stop midway? Then go find somebody else that's going to start impressing you again. Okay. You got to have more than one. Okay. If they're not impressing you anymore, somebody else is willing. Like, y'all just give up after y'all find one and just hang it up. No, like, you got to keep impressing because somebody else want to impress. When I step out the house, other people are trying to impress. So you can't stop. They can't stop. Especially if y'all are together. They can't stop impressing because nobody else is stopping. Okay? You got to look like you want to be impressed. Do all men spend but just on women they like? I'm sure. I mean, what man is going to spend on a woman they don't like unless they're just spending on her for arm candy? Like a lot of men don't like the women that they're with. They just want the status and the arm candy until they find someone that they feel like is both. Sometimes people will just spend money on you so you could look good on their arm, but they really don't like your personality. And sometimes you'll date a man who just giving you money to pay your bills and live the lifestyle you want, but you really don't like him. And a lot of people live and date like that. And then until they find someone they like. That's why I say date more than one. Because a lot of y'all are dating people that don't even like you. Okay. But you could be dating more and finding and narrowing it down to the people who do like you and will spend. You say you got 5, the Phoenix. What? The Phoenix phobia? You got 5? Good for you, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You busy then. Okay. Should you act mad when he decides about apologizing for not coming to the door? I heard him lock it. You know what was happening. Just like, oh no, don't worry about it. I went out with my friends and we had a great time. And I figured you were trying to get some sleep or something. Don't even worry about it. Then look at him evil, like, no, you was in there with that one. See how far he gonna take the lie, and then bust him. It's like, I know you was in there with somebody else. Yeah, you think I'm stupid? All right, don't call my phone and expect me to answer then. But anyway, you should, like, if that's not your boyfriend, if you're not in a committed relationship with him, don't be sneaking over his house. I don't know what kind of relationship y'all have. But don't be trying to surprise him. Men are dating several. You better be dating several too. If you was dating several, you wouldn't have time to surprise him. You'd be on your own date. Okay. But yeah, if he has money, you can get some money out of him if you act mad. If he ain't got no money, then I don't even know why you with him. Okay. What is taking care of being mean to you? How do I answer that? All bills paid. 3 words. All bills paid. That's what taking care of. All bills paid. Plus spending money. All right. You got a concert out of your man? Good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said that laugh gets you. These new men want to be the prize. Well, then let them be the prize to each other. Or pick Misha now. Okay? They are the prize to pick Misha. She don't know she the prize. So let them take care of each other. Okay, so here's my thing. Y'all are getting mad at men who are acting like boys. Do y'all really want a boy? So those aren't really our concern. Like once they tell you that they're the prize, just say, okay, well, I hope you find one who thinks that is. I hope you find someone that thinks that as well, and then dismiss yourself. Don't waste no more time arguing with somebody who think they the prize. Like, okay, well, I hope you find someone that also agrees with you. Bye. Just be done. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He would never marry because he is the smart one and marriage doesn't benefit men. Okay, well then say, well then I'm never going to have sex with you because obviously you don't think that acting like a wife and doing wifely duties is beneficial. So I'm not going to sleep with you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know why it's not beneficial? Because a lot of the women these days are being pygmishas. So stop sleeping with a man. I wouldn't sleep with nobody that told me that. I would be done forever. It's like, oh, okay, well, guess I'll just take my benefits and go. Exactly. Like, how do you approach a potential sugar daddy at a bar? You live in NYC and you have been planning to start freestyling in the rich areas, but I don't know what to say. Okay, Joseph. Okay, so I have to assume that you're a man trying to approach another man. I would ask, like, I literally would ask about something that most people won't notice. Like, if I was a man trying to approach another man, I'm like, I would I would try to observe that person for a little while, watch them for a little while, um, let them know that you're interested from like across the bar or whatever, and then find something about them that's unique that most people aren't going to notice, and then approach with that, like asking a question about maybe their drink, their watch, their vintage outfit. I don't know what they be wearing over there. Something, like something that's different that you can pick out so that they know that you're really into them and not just trying to approach to have a sugar daddy. I don't know. You just got to find something a little bit unique about them and then approach from that angle. Someone says buy them a drink, but they're supposed to be the sugar daddy. Mm. Anyway, so men should provide from the start. From date one, they should be asking if you need anything. Do you need gas going home? Do you need Uber money going home? Do you have everything you need for this week? Now, those are real men. Those are real men that like you a lot and are really trying to impress you. Those aren't going to be serial daters. A lot of people don't realize, but when you meet men online, they got a date lined up for tomorrow, the next day, and the next day with a whole different woman. So if this date doesn't go right, it doesn't even matter because they got another one, another first impression to make tomorrow. So therefore, when y'all are meeting all these men online, they don't really need to impress you because they have a date lined up for the next day and the next day and the next day. That's why you need to meet people in person, get off those dating apps, unless you have no other way to meet people, because like I said, nobody cares. If they don't impress you, if the chemistry ain't right, oh well, got another chance tomorrow with the other chick that looks almost just like you from the dating app that I scrolled past, and then hit the button on, and we got a date tomorrow too. So a lot of times y'all don't realize that y'all are just part of the rotation. That's why they're not spending right away. But if you meet men in real life, older guys, they're more likely to give you money, more likely to spend, more likely to be invested in you and care more because you have real chemistry together, and they're not sitting there scrolling on dating apps and dating like the 5 women a week that look almost identical to you. You're 27, he's 53. He wants to court and provide for me. I want to find a provider, but I'm struggling with gap attraction preferred. Okay. Honestly, I'm attracted to money. I don't care what you're looking like. Close the door, turn off the lights. You can't see nothing anyway. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get drunk, and he gonna start to look real good. Okay, Ashi, sprinkle, sprinkle, how to cry on the phone to get what you want. Just like you cry any other way. Start thinking of something sad and then cry. Girl, I'm attracted to money more than I care about a man's looks. Okay. Look, even if he's ugly, I'ma still meet him because he got some money. Like, ooh, you ugly. Your wallet is nice. That's all. Them bills being paid, that money in your bank account, all the stacks you're gonna get from them, that's pretty. Okay. You can look even better standing next to him than you already look standing next to somebody who's more attractive. Like if I stand next to the ugliest dude, I'm gonna look so good. Imagine. It's gonna make me look better. It's like instant plastic surgery. Girl, don't y'all figure that out by now? You ever took a picture with somebody ugly? Instant plastic surgery, ma'am. Sometimes I look at pictures like, oh, I look really good. I don't really even be looking like anything spectacular. I just look like my everyday look. But when you stand next to somebody that's way less attractive, you're like, dang, I look good. And then that's just your normal look. Okay. That's why men like pretty women because it makes them look better. It's like, okay. You've been talking for a month, we haven't asked you on a date. Girl, he married or he don't like you or he's broke. Married girlfriend, he don't like you or he's broke. You're his emotional support animal on the phone. Because if a man really likes you, he can't wait to take you out. He can't wait to go show you off. He can't wait to spend money on you. Now, if he can't get out, and maybe I don't know, send him a cart to pay for. Have an online date. Have him send you wine, chocolates, gifts, food, whatever, and get on Zoom or FaceTime or something. Because he ain't spending, he can't stay. All right. You said you're 27. Where should you meet these men? In a rich area town. Go date on the rich area. Um, Go run your errands on the rich side of town during the day. Go to the gym over there. Go to dinner over there. Go to happy hour over there. Go to breakfast over there. Get your car washed over there. Whatever. Get over there. You're gonna run into somebody eventually. Go during the daytime when most people who aren't chained to a desk or forced to do 9 to 5 are out and about in their luxury leisure life. How to deal with stares from others in public because of 10 to 12 age gap. It doesn't matter. They all know your bills are paid, man. All they're saying is, I know she ain't got to work. I know all her bills paid. I know she drive a nice car. But when you see people of the same age, I know she's 50-50. I know she working. I know he looks a little bit better than her. I know he cheating. You know what I'm saying? That's what people are thinking anyway. No matter how old he is, or how big the age gap is, or how cute the couple looks together, they're still thinking stuff, no matter who you're with. Because I do it. Whenever I see people the same age and the man look better than the woman, he cheating, she paying. Whenever I see like a couple and the man is a little older and his wife is the same age, oh yeah, he going to the strip club later and she gonna be at home with the kids. Everybody talks about every couple. I'd rather be talked about saying, oh yeah, I know all her bills paid. I know she don't work. I know her car is nice. Okay, so think about it. Because whenever I see a couple and the man is somewhat attractive, I already know at some point, at some time, you coming in, you coming out of your purse, man. And I'm like, "Ooh, I'm glad I got me somebody that don't ask me to pay for nothing. Don't think they the prize, and it makes me look good to be around them. And everybody know who see us together that all my bills are paid. My car is nice. I live in a nice house, and they already know why I'm here. I would rather that than for people to say, "Ooh, I bet he cheat on her. Ooh, I bet uh she pay half them bills. I bet they be struggling to work. I bet they be fighting over money. I bet he don't call after work, and I bet he don't come home all the time." I'm not dealing with that. I need you to think that I'm well taken care of. Okay. You said imagine being a homeless couple. Like I would rather that. I would rather me be the young girl and the older guy and be mistaken you know, as all bills paid and not having to work. Why do men who approach get my number and never call? Because you gave them the number too easily. Got to make them work for the number. Okay. They just want to know if they can get it, how easy it was to get your number. If it was hard, they probably would have used it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Miss Brittany, thank you, girl. She's gonna send me a cash app. Thank you. She always sending me cash app. Thank you, Miss Brittany. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If he's in his 20s, do he still need to provide? Um, Not if you're dating a man that has enough money to provide who's a little bit older at the same time. But I wouldn't be sleeping with him if he don't have no money. Because if you accidentally get pregnant, then who's gonna take care of the baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell people not to date nothing broke unless you have a backup. You got a backup plan. You got savings. You got a rich man on backup. You got three. You know, if you're 18, 19, 20, 21, y'all are dating for fun, not funds. Don't get pregnant. Get on birth control. Use all types of precautions. Okay. But at the same time, you know, in your 20s, you're supposed to be getting that money from guys who dream about dating 20-year-old all their lives. And then when they finally got enough money to get them a young woman and to take them shopping and spend money, you over here with another 20-year-old that's broke. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Date several. You can have your little 20-year-old, make sure his family got money or whatever, and messing with him, and get you a sugar daddy at the same time, or date somebody much older that has money. Don't limit yourself to one man in your 20s, because they are not limiting themselves to one woman or one girl in their 20s. So you shouldn't be limiting yourself to no man in your 20s unless he's old and taking care of you and you ain't got to want for nothing. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because that always makes no sense to me. Why would you take the best years of your life and spend them with somebody that's broke? It makes no sense. And then one day you wake up, you're 30, 40, 50 years old, and you spent half your life with a Dusty who couldn't do nothing for you because y'all was the same age. No. You need to have options. And, quick story time. I used to date this one guy. He took me to a bar who he knew the owner that owned the bar. The owner of the bar was cute and older and had money. Do you know how quick it do you know how fast that he stole me from him? Do you know how quick he stole me from that other dude? Just like that quick, man. Like, it took less than a week. Like, okay, upgrade, sprinkle, sprinkle. So don't waste the best years of your life with somebody broke that can't do nothing for you. I ain't getting ready to do that. Look. And so I know a lot of men will say, oh, she's just dating you until she finds the upgrade or the guy who makes more money than you. That's why you got to make more money. That's why you got to have several streams of income then. That's why you don't approach a woman who's out of your league, who can switch on you and upgrade on you. You don't introduce your woman to the owner of the bar and you sitting over there twiddling your thumbs, counting your funds. You know what I'm saying? You can't pay the bill. You don't introduce your woman to a business owner who makes way more money than you, especially if she's out of your league. You don't do it. You don't introduce her to your richer friends. You don't do it. You don't even introduce to your daddy if he got more money. Okay? Don't do it. Because if you got someone that's about their money, they're going to upgrade on you every time. A lot of men try to date women out of their league who are about their money, who are about lifestyle, because they like how that woman looks on their arm, but they can't expect anything more if she sees the upgrade. Okay. So if you want a woman to stay by your side no matter what, even though you introduce her to all these guys that have more money than you and want to spend on her, that actually want her and could make her life better, then you better go find Pygmisha. Okay. Because women aren't going to stay in a relationship that is not beneficial to her in the long run for very long, you know? All right. And I did not care. I had no shame. I was like, I'm seeing such and such now. Sorry. We could still be friends though. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. I mean, when you're young, that's how it's supposed to be. If you're in your 20s, you're not supposed to be stuck under somebody for years and years that can't do nothing for you. That's the dumbest thing a woman can do. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You text him at door and say, "Don't make me crazy," and say you got another woman in there. He gives money and calls me his woman, but I tell him we're not exclusive now. I want him. Okay, well, you need to make up your mind. You need to make up your mind and come up with some good lies that's gonna work. All right. Besides, it sounds like you're the one that's chasing. How to act, what to do when freestyling alone at nice bar or restaurant. Like you're not looking for anything, like you're just there because you want to be and you're enjoying the ambiance. And you allow people to approach you. You don't really approach them. You know, you can like look cute, maybe talk to the bartender, ask them about some drinks or something, or, you know, ask a question out loud like, "Oh, do you know where any good such and such places are in the city?" And say it loud enough for other people that can hear you, and they'll usually chime in because they're excited that you want to know about a good place that they may know about, and then that's an easy conversation starter without you directly talking to anyone. Okay. So, like, if you see a rich guy standing over here getting ready to order a drink, ask the bartender, "Do you know any such and such places in the city? I'm trying to find such and such." And say it loud enough for the old man to hear or the man with money to hear. The bartender will suggest something, and then a man can't help but to suggest something like and be helpful to you. He'll be like, "Oh, you know, you should try such and such." "Oh, really? Where is that?" And there you go. It's like, "Okay, thank you so much. I've never been there before. How's the such and such? Is it good? Yeah. Okay. Do you go there a lot?" And sometimes they'll offer to take you over there. "Well, I can go there now. You know, you want to follow?" That's what I used to do back in the day. I act dumb, play stupid like I ain't never been nowhere before, don't know where stuff is, get free entry everywhere, free food, free drinks everywhere, free valet, everything. Okay. Okay. Anyway, yeah. What? Yeah, we're not judging people who date married people in the comments. Like, we don't care. Like, people are gonna date who they want to date, whether you like it or not. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said no wonder black women have the highest divorce rates. Yeah, because they probably married Dusties and they're trying to get out. Like I wouldn't want to be married to no Dusty either. If your money is not climbing, if you're not climbing out of the next tax bracket within a couple of years, I'm out too. It's better to be single and have opportunities to date men with money than be stuck and tied down with a Dusty. Who wants to marry a Dusty? Who wants to be with somebody who don't even want to achieve much in life? You know what I'm saying? Ugh. I'd rather date 3 guys at the same time and get all the money instead of expecting a Dusty to do better in the marriage. Y'all act like being married to a Dusty is goals. That is not goals. If you are not paying all the bills and you're asking a woman to pay 50%, that's not even your wife. That's your roommate. Okay? So, of course, a divorce doesn't mean much to a woman who's just with a roommate anyway. I wouldn't even consider it a divorce. I'm like, I'm moving out, getting a new roommate. Okay? If you're not paying 100% of the bills and a woman divorces you, all she did was dismiss a roommate. That's all she did. She didn't divorce no husband. She didn't divorce no man. She got rid of a roommate if she was paying any bills in that marriage. So, and it wasn't even a real marriage. It didn't even count. She probably was cheating the whole time. I know I would have been. All right. So yes, I would rather be single and dating providers than be married and paying 50-50. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. I'm not paying 50-50 with no grown, able-bodied man in my house. That's a roommate. You was crushing on a boy from college and you got approached by a real estate older guy made you realize how dumb I was, what I was worth. Good for you, man. Get your money, meal. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, like, I wouldn't even count that as a real marriage if you were paying any bills. Like, girl, I had to get out of that roommate situation. That's what you should call it. Oh, I used to live with a roommate, and now I no longer live with that roommate. I would even call it a divorce if you were paying any bills. Just call it what it really is. Okay. You said you went 50-50 for 2 months, then he started paying all the bills. Good for him. He probably got more respect too after that. You said legal roommate situation. Exactly. I'm not getting ready to live with no roommate and call him no husband. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said other men shouldn't be discussing black men, period. Tell them to find another topic. I don't know. I mean, I feel like if men don't know the definition of the word man, provider, or husband, they shouldn't be talking about it either. Okay? They shouldn't be talking about divorce. They shouldn't be talking about marriage. They shouldn't be talking about things they can't even afford, like wives, like women, like divorces, like marriage. So a lot of people like to talk about stuff that they can't afford. A lot of people like to talk about stuff all the time. But it seems like these guys that can't afford marriage, divorce, or women, deem themselves experts on the subject when literally they can't even afford it. So they're overcompensating for their lack of. So I don't pay attention to them anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I only pay attention to money because money talks. You got some money? There you go. You got my attention. You're providing, you're giving money, you got my attention. You're talking about divorce, marriage, black women, this, and that. You're overcompensating for what you cannot afford. And we already know this. So you just tell on yourselves. All right. You said polygamy is for the men that can afford multiple women. Exactly. Or it's for pygmies that's so ugly they can't get a man without sharing them with another woman right in their face. It's for the ugly and downtrodden or the rich. Okay. You said so sad. It's so true though. It's so funny. Mm-mm-mm. You said less than one third of black men marry at all, let alone in their race. So keep it. So hey, let me tell y'all a story. Let me ask y'all a question. If a black man were to propose to you and the ring is this little, most likely from Walmart and not even real, would you say yes? Probably not. If he needs your half of the income and the bills to survive, are you going to marry him? No. So when people say, "Oh, well, that's why black women aren't getting married. That's why they are divorcing." They have to have someone not to marry. They have to have someone to divorce. They have to have a reason why they can't stay in a marriage with a broke man. They got to have a reason why they're not attracted to broke men anymore. They got to have a reason why they're not putting up with it anymore. Don't want no roommate, no boy who's pretending to be a man. They don't want it anymore. I wouldn't want it either. I don't want it. If you can't pay, you can't stay. Period. I don't care what the statistics or the rates are. The fact is that a lot of people can't afford marriage because they broke. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And a lot of women aren't going to stay in marriage because the man is broke. So it's not really a flex. It's not really something to throw in someone's face. It just shows how broke the men are. That's all it does. Like, y'all broke. Y'all can't afford marriage. Y'all only go to where people will pander to you. Sorry, I can't do it. I like men, not boys. And that's not all black men. That's the ones that were raised the wrong way. I don't know. That's the ones that weren't raised to be men. Those are the ones that don't know how to do it. I don't know. Those are the guys with more excuses than solutions. So I don't know. Go get your old one from the old school. They know how to get their money. Okay. Why do guys expect 50-50 on dates? Because Pygmisha will do it. Pygmisha will pay 50-50. But if they're not dating a Pygmisha, then they're going to have a rude awakening because you're not even going to say yes to the date. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I say date all races. Whichever one that you like, whichever one is that's providing. It doesn't even matter anymore. Mhm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you stand him up if he likes you a lot? It depends on why you're standing him up. Are you standing him up to get money from him? Is it like a fake, you know, damsel in distress thing? Why are you standing him up? If it's a way for him to get you more money and you know he's gonna do it, then why not? Mm, You said your man dumped you because you kept asking him for gifts and money. He was rich. I'm so brokenhearted. You should have had 3. That way you could get one from him the one week, one from the next one another week, and one from the other one another week. So you could give him 2 weeks off, ma'am. So y'all have more than one. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your name is Albert. Nobody cares what you think. Albert. Wasn't that the name of the dude from The Color Purple? Mr. Albert. You're Albert. No one cares what your opinion is. Girl, could you imagine going out on a date? What's your name, Albert? This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Put the Sealy curse on him. Till you do right by me, Albert. Ah. Anyway, if I were you, I'd go ahead and change it to Alberto to give you a little spice to it because Albert ain't working. All right. Like what's your name? Alberto. Put a little bass in your voice when you say it. But if you talk about my name is Albert, it's gonna be a no. Nope. All right. Ah. Let's put an O at the end of it. You might be all right. Okay. You said enjoy your Section 8 rally. Your mama here. Your mama here at the Section 8 rally. You think your mom is out there looking for a man to play 50-50? You think your mom is out there looking for a boy instead of a man? You think your mama is out there trying to find the least and give the most? You think she out there doing that? If you should ever have a daughter, do you think your daughter gonna be out there paying half of whatever for some grown, able-bodied men? Y'all are pathetic. Okay, your boyfriend pilot showed me loyalty while providing. Should I care about flight attendants? This is funny. He doesn't follow them, but I saw a flight attendant selfie on his Explorer page once. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. First of all, ma'am, you can believe whatever you want to believe as long as it makes you feel good inside and you getting your money. All right? That's all I'm gonna tell you. As long as you're getting your money and you feel good about the situation, remember the goal is the money. Okay? So whatever you want to believe, whatever you feel in your heart is true, make sure you still getting paid. Okay? All right. Make sure the money is the main goal. Okay. All right, all right, all right. I'm not arguing with no dude named Albert. Sorry, I draw the line. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said this sounds like prostitution. It only sounds like prostitution to men who can't afford women on a permanent level. Okay. It sounds like prostitution when a woman wants to be provided for by a man who is not a provider. It does sound a little bit like that when you are dealing with women out of your league. Now, if you go to Pick Misha's channel and she talking about she gonna pay half the bill, she independent, and she gonna buy you gifts, and she gonna cook and clean for you, it's gonna sound better over there because that's the kind of woman in your league. Okay, but when you come over here to women that are outside of your league, it's gonna sound a little different because you can't afford it. All right. You can't afford to permanently provide for someone. So in your little mind, you feel like you're only going to temporarily provide for a woman because that's all you can afford. And temporarily providing for a woman because you think and assume that she will sleep with you is silly. Because a lot of women aren't going to sleep with a man who doesn't even have enough money to be a provider. Okay? Because y'all look stupid when the woman calls you up after you done slept with her and spent no money on her, and y'all look stupid after she calls you up and say, baby, we gonna have a baby. And you can't even afford yourself because you still live with your mama. Now you want to blame her for getting pregnant. But I bet you if she had high standards and made you provide and made you spend money and made you do this and made you do that, you would not have been able to sleep with her without being a proper provider. And your response to, oh, we're going to have a baby would be a lot different because you could actually afford a woman, a child, and a family. Okay. So when a man says, oh, this sounds like prostitution, well, it sounds like you're broke and can only afford temporary entertainment instead of a wife or a woman that you actually are attracted to. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't afford anything that's not temporary because you don't have permanent money. Thank you, Miss Jewel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This sounds like prostitution. Well, you sound like broke. You sound like you can't afford a wife or a girlfriend, and all you can afford is some temporary entertainment that you don't even want to pay for because you're that broke. Okay? You're at the gas station making life decisions. Do I want to eat or do I need a full tank of gas? Do I want to go on a date this week with somebody that I can't really afford or do I need a full tank of gas? You at the gas pump making decisions, checking your bank account on your phone. Okay? That's not the type of man we want. Go back to Pick Misha. She'll pump your gas for you and pay for it. Uh-oh, Jessica, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Thank you, Chantel, for being a member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go find you a good Pick Misha. She'll pump your gas and pay for it and go home and cook for you. Okay. You said, how will you ever recover? Girl, you need some sage, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what tips to say to husbands that complain about not getting any from their wife? It's BS. Ask them how much money they're giving their wives. It's not free even in marriage, okay? Where the money at? Where the shopping sprees? Where's the jewelry? Why would she want to do it with you? Are you doing anything special for her? It's not automatic. You don't just say, hey, I want some and get it. That's not how it works. They have to earn it every time. If they can't earn it, they don't get it. It's not free in marriage. Maybe in the beginning, you better hurry up and get it in the beginning because after a certain time, you're going to have to start spending again. Okay, after the first couple of months, the honeymoon stage, you better get your money together. Okay. Get your money together after the honeymoon stage ends. Then you got to enter the financial stage. Your man is a provider, however, I think he might be gay. What should I do? People know he is gay. Does that make me look bad? No, it makes you look smart, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As long as you're not endangering yourself in any way, and plus he probably doesn't even want to sleep with you if he's gay. So I mean, all you're doing is getting his money and living the lifestyle that he's providing for you. Okay. He just mad because his mama named him Albert. Oh my God, y'all still talking to Albert? All right. Just change your name to Alberto. You might be all right. It sounds better in Spanish. Okay. It does. Some names just sound better in Spanish. Just go ahead and put the O on the end of it. You'll be all right. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate that. You said, how did I get to being number one? I was born number one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. In my mind, I've always been number one. So the rest of I don't know what to tell you. That's just my confidence. Oh, Jules, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to make a strong first impression? By looking good, because men are visual creatures. That's how you make a strong first impression, by looking good. Making eye contact, smiling at them as if you actually like them, and looking really good. Too good for them. All right. Because that forces them to want to impress you. Okay. If you look too good for them and you act like you actually like them, they're going to try their best to impress you. And that means they're going to be spending money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Anyway, this wig is like addictive to play with, y'all, because I'm not used to having short. Oh, Andrea, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Oh, Sarah, dating separated men, catching feelings, what to do? Date two more. Date two more men at the same time and get twice, three times money. Whatever they're spending, wherever they're taking you, whatever gifts they're buying you, you need to date several. If you're starting to catch feelings for one, you need to start dating several. Because if he's separated and he's not divorced and you start to catch feelings for him and he's not paying any bills, he's not doing anything, you're going to feel stupid if it doesn't work out. So you need to have a little couple of backup plans that are spending money too at the same time. Okay. All right. You said Albert trying to get under black women's skin. Albert, with that name, you can't get nowhere near close to know a black woman, Albert. You got to go change your name first. All right. The sprinkle, sprinkle. You said separated means when I'm done being mad, let's have another baby. Yeah, like separated does not mean divorce. Separated means his wife is at his wife is out of town with the kids at her mother's for vacation. Separated means he's mad for that weekend. The separated means she's probably trying to figure out if she still wants a divorce or not, or she gonna make him suffer and still take his money. And he really don't want a divorce because men don't get separations. Women do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Chantel, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men don't get separations. Women get separations. Thank you, Goddess Wild Red. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all really that dumb? Men don't say let's get a separation. Women say that because a man would be like, I'm done. Let's get a divorce. I'm done. I need to move on to the next chick. I'm ready. Women separate. Men don't separate. Thank you, Goddess Wild Red again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So he's on her clock. He's on her, the woman, whoever he's with. He's trying to get back in over there. And until he can, he's with you. So do I always keep my blinds open? No, I don't always keep them open. I'll close them at night when I go to bed. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It was still daylight when I started this video, so I was letting in the daylight. He said, I thought that women initiate most divorces. Well, most divorces will start out in a separation. Okay. So if the woman will usually do the separation versus a quickie divorce. Men won't call it a separation unless the woman created the separation. They'll call it, I'm getting divorced. Okay. Separation means they're going back. Okay. Or that they're not even separated. They're separated for the moment until he gets back home. All right. So basically men make it official. Okay, so if you're dating a married man who's separated, you need to be you need to be dating other men at the same time. All right. LH, sprinkle, sprinkle, thank you. Can I share wig details? Oh, it's a bob. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I might share it later. I don't have it with me right now. But it is a bob, a layered bob with this wavy. So maybe you can find something similar just typing in those keywords. I do have a couple of links to wig stores in my description bar, where maybe you can find something similar, but I don't have the exact details to this wig. I have to get the information. Okay. Thank you, Andrea. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said when there's money involved, they won't leave. Exactly. Okay. Like a lot of women don't realize this, but if a man can lose most of his money by getting a divorce, he's not leaving because that's what makes you like him. That's why a lot of married men a lot of married men will cheat or date while they're married because divorce is too expensive for them. Okay. Oh, Frenchie, sprinkle, sprinkle, thank you. What do I think of getting Ozempic for your level up in your relationship? I feel like he's spending less. Girl, do what you gotta do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Oh, Sarah, sprinkle, sprinkle, separated, but he's controlling what to do. You're supposed to be dating other men. You're supposed to be dating other men until you have a ring on your finger that's real diamonds and a date for your wedding. You're supposed to be dating other men. He can't control you if you have his wife's phone number. He can't control you if he's not trying to marry you. He can't control you unless you allow him to control you. That's why if you had 2 or 3 that were also giving you money, you could just laugh in his face and say, you know what? You're only separated. And I allow you to date me. That's why you need more than one, because y'all get into these dumb relationships with these men and then come and talking about how they control you. How a man gonna control you if you got three of them that's giving you money? Oh, Sophie Sprinkle Sprinkle, y'all are dumb and not allowing yourself to get most of the benefits that you could be getting. So date more than one and get money from more than one. And when this one acting stupid, you can say, I don't want to see you right now. And you won't skip a beat because you'll be getting money from that one too. And that one too. Y'all gotta learn how to keep your options open instead of allowing a man to control you. That's the dumbest thing a woman can ever do. I bet you a man would never be controlling me because I'd be talking to the next one in the next room. Oh, you think you controlling something? Hey, how you doing? Okay, you don't control nothing, especially when you have options. Andrea, Sprinkle, your boyfriend only provides when we go out to eat. Well, that's not really providing. It's because you're spending your time, energy, and company with that man. You just don't want to eat alone. I wouldn't even call him my boyfriend. You save him under dinner, free food. Because I'm not letting nobody call me their girlfriend, especially after a certain age. After the age of 24, you're not calling me your girlfriend unless you're paying all bills. Sorry. I'll be your dinner partner. You can pay for my food, but then I'm out. Okay. You said you 33 and you still dating a man that only pays for food. Okay. I'm not calling him my boyfriend. Sorry. Because think about this. Every time you go out without your boyfriend and someone says, do you have a boyfriend? And that man wants to pay for more than just your food. He wants to pay for your car note, your bills, buy you some outfits, take you on trips. And here you go talking about, I have a boyfriend. No, you don't. That's not no boyfriend, man. That's a brokey. You gonna miss out on your real man messing with your boyfriend. You need to date several. In order to do that, you got to look good enough to date several and get money from several. Oh, thank you, Renisha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. How you doing? Thank you. How quickly should a man ask you on a date during talking stages? Within the first week. If you ain't asking a woman out on a date within the first week of conversation, it's time to move on. Okay. Especially, I don't recommend meeting online, but if you met someone online, y'all should be going out that week or the upcoming week very soon. Y'all shouldn't be sitting there talking for months and years and stuff. That's crazy. You said that's a pen pal chat cut. Mhm. Exactly. You're their emotional support animal or their pen pal. Exactly. Okay, so you said you want all bills paid in response to what means to be taken care of. Now he's asking if I want to be together, or is it more open? I don't have time for anything serious or even pretend. Okay, so basically, he doesn't want a commitment. He's telling you that he's going to be dating other women. And what he's going to do is try to lie to you, saying that he's going to pay all your bills so that you can do whatever he needs you to do with him. And then he's not going to give you anything. So I would say, you know what? You don't seem like the kind of guy that is really the type of, guy that I normally date, you don't seem like the provider type. And leave it just like that. He will either dismiss himself or he'll step up to the plate and then say something like this. Well, I need to know that you're serious. So here's my Cash App, and see what he sends you, or whatever form of method you get paid through on the phone or digitally. Oh, thank you, Emily and Oscar. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me see what y'all sent. Sometimes you got to call their bluff or dismiss them quick. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like, you know what? You don't really seem like the type of man that I normally date. You're not the provider type. And I really don't want to waste any more of your time. But, you know, I really do hope you find what you're looking for. But, you know, I don't think this is going to work out. And you don't have to say, I don't think this is going to work out. Just like, you know what? You really don't seem like the type of guy that I would normally consider dating, because I don't really feel like you're the provider type. So, you know, if you're serious, here's my Cash App. Damn, there you go. See what he sends. I mean, you don't have him anyway. That's not your man anyway. You're not going to lose anything. Okay. The most you're going to gain from that situation is whatever he sends you through your Cash App and hopes to impress you with, so that he can get closer to you. That's all you're going to get out of it if he's not a real provider. Sarah, he can help me move to a better country. How do I hold on to him until I find better options? He's planning on renting me a house close to him. I would have several options at the same time, and he would just be one of them. You need to get several options that can do similar things for you. If they can't get you a house, can they give you money? If they can't give you money, can they, you know, get you furniture? You know what I'm saying? You need to have more than one, not just one. You need to have a backup when or in case he falls through on his word. Because a lot of men will do that. They'll go and try to meet women in other countries and then fall back on their word after they get what they want, or spend all the time bragging that, oh, I have this girl from this other. You need to get money now. He needs to be sending you money now. You need to be stacking his money now. He needs to be sending you money now. Okay? Don't talk about the future, because a lot of those guys will string you along. Tell them you need money now. Say, prove how much you like me. Send me some money. Okay. I'm not getting ready to go back and forth with nobody, no matter, depending on what they can do for me or not. Can they do for me today, right now? Because if he can do for you right now, he can do for you tomorrow. Okay. They need to be providing from start. First conversation, especially if you're in a foreign country, he need to be about his money. He need to be about his money. He need to be sending you money straight up. Because how am I going to believe that you're going to spend money on me, rent me a house, buy me this, buy me that, if you can't even send no Cash App, no Venmo, no Zelle right now? If you can't do that, I'm not going to believe you can do nothing to buy a house. I'm not going to believe you're going to give me what I need to get to the, like, wherever I need to go. I don't believe you, because I need cash. Money talks. Send me some money. Okay. So you can't be all extra nice, because these guys literally expect you to be stupid and dumb. So be about your money. You can act stupid and dumb in any other area, but act smart about your money. Chloe. Should marriage be your goal with any man you meet with money, or is it okay to casually date them? As long as they're giving you money, as long as you're benefiting from their money, as long as they're giving you money to stash, save, gift you, help you get money to start a business with, as long as you're benefiting from their money. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate you. Okay. You found, Fancy says, you found me at 18, owe you everything I know, married for 3 years and taken care of. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, Miss Fancy. Get your sprinkle, sprinkle. I know. Easy life. Yes. So yes, y'all don't stay on these phone with these men who are making false promises. If you're going to be on the phone texting, be texting all your information for them to send you money. And don't give them no bank accounts. Give them the easiest way, the safest way to send you money. Okay? Because I don't respond to words. Y'all better be putting some money if you're promising me future things, and I need to see things in the present. So be about your money, ladies. Don't be the stupid chick that's gonna sit on the phone for 20 days, 20 hours a day and get nothing. Oh, Mel, sprinkle. How to break up with a guy who no longer provides. I'm moving out on the 15th. What do I tell him? He also my boss at your 9 to 5. He hired me after we started dating. He bought me 3 LV bags. Okay. So he's your boss. He don't provide. He makes you work. Okay. You break up with a guy who no longer provides. You're moving out on the 15th. He also my boss at my 9. Okay. How are you still working and you're sleeping with that man? Don't tell him nothing. Well, just give him a 2 weeks notice at work, and then write down real small and at home. Go find another man with some money. So I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice, and he don't know if you're talking about work or home. Then one day he come home, you gone. You sleeping with your boss, and you still got to work. Then you live with him. Put in your 2 weeks notice and just disappear. You can show up to work, but disappear from the house. I gave you my 2 weeks notice. I told you I was leaving. Okay. Anyway. You find a rich man who's generous and has a ton of money, but he's into what? Girl. Okay, let me tell you what to do. Get a blindfolded man. Say, baby, I'm gonna take you on a special date. Okay, hold my hand. Say he's into poop. All right. Hold his hand. Blindfold him. Drive him to the closest porta potty. Open the door. Tell him to take a step up. And then unblindfold him and tell him to look down. Surprise! That's the most romantic date anyone has ever taken me on. Make sure the porta potty is in a parking lot where there's a nice shopping center that you can go shopping next after you give him his surprise. Okay? Somebody said the dog park. Porta potty. So I know you're really into poop, so I wanted to surprise you. You nasty. He's like, I don't know how you're going to top this on the next date. Girl, find one that the wind blew over. That'll top it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yeah, because like I know what you were really trying to say, but I had to make it funny because I'm not really gonna address that. Oh my gosh. How do you dismiss a provider man who is not being polite with you respectfully instead of being quiet? He's 8 out of 10 at most. Sometimes the communication is off. Girl, I'll be dating another guy and I really wouldn't care what he's doing. Like, why do y'all only have one? I wouldn't dismiss them at all. I just act just like them. I would act just like them. I would act just like him. And when he, then I just call the other one out after I'm done seeing him. I'm like, okay, well, I gotta go. Have a good evening, and then call the other one. I'm not getting ready to lose any sleep over no dude. Where's the other one, man? Dismiss him by calling the other one. That's how. You don't have to call him in front of his face. It's like, will you excuse me for a second? I'll be right back. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, I saw your message. I'm good. Yeah, I want to go shopping. All right. Okay. Great. I'll see you then. Okay, I'm so sorry. I have to go. Yeah. It was kind of an important phone call, and I'm like, I really gotta go. I'll explain later. But I needed. That's how you dismiss them, man. By calling the other one and going. Um, Sprinkle, sprinkle. Talk about men who say I'm expensive and high maintenance. They can't afford you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's like someone going into a store, a luxury store, and complaining about the prices. Then go to Walmart. Okay? Then go to Pygmisha. Go to Barbara the Builder then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you tell them. That's the equivalent of you walking into a high-end store complaining about the prices. And they say, well, that you can go get something at Walmart. It's the same thing as saying, well, you can go date Pygmisha, right? You can go find Barbara the Builder. Just tell them that. Well, Pygmisha and Barbara the Builder, I'm sure that they would love to have a date with you. But it ain't gonna be me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Lorena, tell them to go find Pygmisha. Men who say that you're high maintenance and bougie can't afford you. It's the same thing as you going into a nice store and saying, oh, these prices is high. Then go buy the fake one or go to Walmart. Okay? Those are your options. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, a lot of people, like, there are some stores that do not give discounts and do not have sales. There are some luxury stores that do not do sales. And even if a customer comes in and complains about the price, they don't care. And as a woman, you should be the same way. Like, I'm sorry you can't afford me. Perhaps another store, perhaps another type of woman. Okay, you don't lower your prices. You don't put a sale on yourself. It's like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Next. I'm not getting ready to compromise with somebody who can't afford me. That's dumb. All right. You went to Denver and all the girls are having a Pygmisha war? Well, good for them. Keeping them busy, I see. Why don't they want Pygmisha? Because Pygmisha is not the type of woman that they want. She don't, she enables them to be their worst, not their best. And plus, that's probably not their type. All right. Who wants a Pygmisha, really? Her. Yeah, a lot of people saying they subconsciously don't want a Pygmisha, even though they said that they do. They want a woman to do the things that pick me should does, but they want her to look like the woman they can't afford. That's the combination they want. They want a woman who looks out of their league to act like pick me should. Okay. And that combination is very rare. And even if it did exist, it wouldn't last long because that woman would get approached by men with more money who would do more for her and she would eventually wake up. Okay. He said they don't go together. So whenever you see a man complaining, it's because they probably already have a girlfriend or a pick but they don't like her. And they want a woman out of their league, but want her to lower her standards. And so when you don't lower your standards, and then they try to give you like some type of insult to help you lower your standards, and you still don't lower your standards, then they get frustrated and mad and want to call you names and throw statistics at you. Meanwhile, their pick girlfriend is clocked in somewhere trying to earn money to buy them some shoes or a gift or pay half the bills in the house that they live in with a grown, able-bodied man. So at the same time, what you're doing is avoiding it altogether. Just, hey, I'm still on. I sprayed too much of that stuff on. Your boyfriend makes you dress up as an elder so we get a discount at Denny's. How do I leave? Go find a real elder. You don't have to pay for nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like one day I was dressed up like I was elderly, and this all I found me an elderly. And guess what? When I took off my disguise, they was even more happy and was trying to give more money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Do you think joining the same golf course could increase meeting rich? Yeah, I do. Would I would I date a medical business owner who dates women in pornography? No, but I'll take his money and date other men on the side. I wouldn't take him seriously. I just be there for the money. Uh, I'd be taking other guys more seriously. I'd let him take me to expensive restaurants, buy me nice gifts and things like that. But I'm not going to be dating them. I'm just going to be getting their money, uh, and they'll just be one in the rotation. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Even old men know this generation of men ain't. And the reason why I wouldn't date someone in the medical business industry who dates anybody else is because if they're already dating other women, it don't even matter what those women are doing. I'm still gonna be dating other men, and I'm not gonna take them seriously if I know they're dating other women anyway. So it just doesn't matter. I'm just gonna take their money seriously. Oh, Dee Dee, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for being a member. Hmm. Dating a man that dates porn stars is setting yourself up for failure. Just done. I don't care who they're dating. I'm just gonna date their money, okay, and other people's money at the same time. So because they don't know who I'm dating. What if you're dating an athlete, a business owner, and then whoever that medical businessman is? You don't even know he cheering for your date from last night when he watching the game. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So, dating doesn't mean sleeping together. That means they let you, um, you let them take you out to eat, be seen in public with, buy you a couple of drinks, buy you some dinner, maybe buy you a gift, we pay a bill or two. That don't mean you sleeping with them. Okay. Thank you, Mozzie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. Okay. Anybody who's dated athletes know it's funny. Like, you'll be watching the game with your man or one of your men, and you'll be cheering for your other man. It's hilarious. How many women have actually done that? It's hilarious. One of your men is a fan of the other. All right, that's how you know you arrived, ladies. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yeah, but when you're young and you're dating several at the same time, and you're not just dating one man in your 20s hoping he's going to marry you even though he's broke. I mean, it's smarter than doing that. At least you get to experience having fun and doing what you need to do before you settle down. Like, okay. You're a fan. You're a fan of my other man. All right. That's hilarious though. Like, I'm not even gonna get into my old story because I'm just gonna be laughing. What are some values you teach your daughter to value themselves, to keep their standards high, to don't deal with anything broke? Uh-huh. To love themselves, to not seek validation outside of themselves. Mhm. How to tell if a man has money if he's spending it on you and don't run out and paying bills. If he's spending it on you and not and worried about it, don't look like it hurt to spend. Don't expect anything in return. Okay. Y'all, I'm getting ready to wrap this up. So, y'all have any more last things y'all want to get out there? Um, How do you bring up money when you first start seeing someone? Well, it depends on their age because, like I said, it depends on how they look and their age. If you dating somebody old, they already know it's about the money. If you dating somebody way less attractive than you, they already know they got to pay. If you dating somebody your own age that look just as good as you, it's very hard to bring up money on a date. Okay, so you got to make sure they know from the start that it's going to be about money. Okay. All right. It needs to be obvious. Sprinkle, sprinkle. People need to look at you when you're out on a date and already know why you're there. That's it. Okay. You said, how do you get your husband to buy you a car after he made you a stay-at-home wife? Um, if you don't have a car, do you have a car already? Because I'm not getting ready to marry no man if he's not giving me a car before we even get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting ready to be here carless. You don't love me if you don't give me no car. I'm not saying I do unless I'm driving and you paying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting ready to marry somebody who doesn't give me no car. Okay. The best way to get him to buy you a car is to keep calling other people to come pick you up with their brother, their cousin, their male coworker. Every time have a man in a car with you. Bet you he'll get you a car then. Oh, that's okay. Such and such is giving me a ride. Oh, that's such and such's brother. She's busy, so her brother's gonna come pick me up. He's always say you're getting a ride from a dude. Then he'll make sure you have a car. Mhm. Is helping your husband's business being a barber the builder? I don't have to work. He pays all the bills. What do you mean helping it? You mean like posting something online or like doing physical labor? If you got to post something a few times, that's okay. But if you doing physical labor and you ain't getting paid, I don't know. Thank you, Yaya. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Went on a date with an older man and he gave you $1K to spend a couple of days at the Ritz, separate rooms. He wanted to take me on a cheap date and said he want me to move in before paying my bills. Well then say, well, if I move in, I'm gonna need enough money to move out if this doesn't work. So what you do is you get the money that he's gonna pay you to move out and then pay your bills. And then move a few things in, but don't say it has to be like an adjustment and move in very slowly. And then all of a sudden something's going to come up where you can't move in. But like, it depends on how long you want to keep him. Got to make up lies according to how long you want to keep him. Okay. Glad I'm live. You about to entertain a dusty? Girl, don't do that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a dust-free era. Don't entertain no dusties. Okay? Don't do that. You said no dusties. No. What type of friends should you bring with you while going out? Do you think it plays a difference? I'm not bringing no friends unless we all split up. Back in the old days, when you went out, you just split up. If you went out with a friend group, maybe you hang out for one drink and then you'll all split and go separate ways and see who can bring back the richest man. That's what we used to do. Okay, we all get a drink at the bar, get a little shots, and then we go our own separate ways at the club or the bar. Whoever get the richest man, bring them back to the bar, and then they buy everybody a drink. Okay, or get them into the VIP section or whatever. You at the club. So if you are with women that look really good, you gotta go your separate ways once you arrive and see who can, like, make it a game, like who can get the richest one. Okay, but don't all hang out in a group unless it's when you first get there for your first drink. After your first drink, men should be buying y'all drinks. Okay, you separate. You go here, you go there, and the next time you go back to the bar, you should have a man with you to pay for all your drinks or your tab or whatever. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But don't hang around girls all night. Walk around, make your rounds, have a drink in your hand, look cute. We said women compete nowadays with their what? I'm not competing because like if you have a group of friends, y'all should all be unique. Like nobody should be in competition. Everybody should have a different look. Okay. And if you all split up, whoever you end up with, they're gonna want their chance to move on further on into that friendship. And so they're gonna try to impress you. You don't automatically introduce them to all your friends at the same time. Maybe one at a time. And then especially if the other one already has a man that they've secured to buy their drinks and pay their tab for the night, they're not gonna try to come on to her because she's already entertaining someone else. That's why when you get at the bar, you split up and y'all each go find a provider for the night. It's going to buy all the drinks. And that way, when y'all introduce each other to each other, it's not really a competition because they already got somebody that's paying their tab. So you said exactly different flavors. Exactly. So we used to bring back all types of stuff to the bar to refill our drinks. And one would have a basketball player, one would have the owner of the club, one would one would have some business dude, one of them would have a drug dealer. It's like what? It's a very big variety. You do computer work for his business, print flyers. Okay, well, if it doesn't take up like 2 hours of your time a week, I mean, I think you're okay. If it's taking up more than 2 hours of your time, you need to be getting paid. I would even get annoyed if it took up 2 hours of my time. I wasn't getting paid. You say you hate to say this, but you don't have any friends cute enough or secure enough to do this? Well, then go by yourself, ma'am. It's easier. Okay. Well, you borrow money from a man, should you pay him back? Now, I'm not borrowing money from no man, and I'm not paying no man back. Either you give it to me, or I'll get it from somebody else that don't need me to pay them back. Okay, when you borrow money, it means you ugly. It means nobody gonna give you nothing. It means you gotta reach in your purse in your pocket and save to pay a man back. It means you're not attractive enough. That means he don't like you. He like you enough to let you borrow some money, but he don't like you enough to let you keep that money. You see the difference? I ain't borrowing nothing. You better give me all the money and leave me alone, or be my friend and keep giving me money or whatever. But if you ask me to pay you back, you don't like me. You have a friend who, whenever I tell her I think a guy is handsome, she becomes interested in him. Well, then tell her ugly guys look handsome, and throw her off the track of the other guy that you're really interested in. So find an ugly dude, be like, oh, I think he's handsome. I like him. Then when she goes for him, go for the other dude. Okay? Y'all gotta be smart. Throw her off the track of the real guy that you like. Like, okay, oh girl, that one over there, he's so cute. I like him. While she over there, you go somewhere else. Get the one attract the one you really like. You said bait and switch, exactly. You gotta be smart sometimes. You can't just be telling everybody all your business and who you like. You like, ooh, I like him, and then go on to the next. You said you're allergic to broke men. I know that's right. You said so. There's no hope for ugly girls, girl. No, there's makeup and wigs. There's hope. You just have to have skills. Okay. I'm getting ready to go, but thank y'all so much for donating. Thank y'all for asking good questions. I appreciate you. Thank y'all everybody who sent me money on Cash App. I appreciate it. Yep. Thank y'all everybody who follows me on Instagram, SheRaSeven, all one word. I appreciate you guys. Good night, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, and also just to let you guys know, during the summer, I'm probably going to be going live more in the evenings because my schedule has changed. So I'm glad that I can be live to some of y'all that could not catch the lives when I used to go live earlier during the day. So for the summer months, I'll be going live more in the evenings. So y'all keep that in mind, and I'll see y'all on the next one.